Hi, everyone, and welcome to the Big House. This massive crowd assembled here today to cheer on the Wolverines, already chanting, "Go Blue." And a rivalry like this is what makes college football great. Yeah, the tradition and the history, but right here, right now, there's great intensity. This is why these guys came to these schools to play in games like this. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Michigan State Spartans, taking on the 9th-ranked team, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. The Wolverines will kick this deep to start us off. And it's fielded. Returner trying to create good field position here. Oh, he's got a crease here. Look out. And he steps out of bounds, but that's an excellent return to set up the offense in good position. The Michigan State Spartans will get the first crack on offense today. We'll see if this quarterback can get off to a great start, Kirk. So much for this offense and this whole team really orbits around him.
Yes, sir. The de facto Mr. Center of the universe. It's his world when he's out there, and it's up to him to create and orchestrate the details on the field. His team, his way. Can't wait to see what he does today. Boy, good, tough running there by the Michigan State running back. And Michigan State over the years has had great offensive line play, ability to open up holes, and good, tough runners like we're seeing today.
Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. Didn't quite get the playoff in time. It'll be delay of game. Quarterback unaware of the play clock. That'll cost them 5. See if the penalty proves costly. First down and 15 now. And now the handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Takes the ball and heads to the left side. Running through the tackle. And he'll be brought down. Crucial third down play coming up after that run. Looking to pass. It's Childs. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Takes the football inside the 30, and that's a first down.
How about the arm strength from this quarterback? He really didn't have any other option than to put it right in there and give it everything that he had. Great timing and a good job of squeezing that in between the defenders.
And the Spartans look to keep this drive moving. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. He cannot escape. Defense with a sack.
Well, how about the push out front by the big fellas here? And when you can get pressure like this, that's what separates good defenses from great defenses. When you think back to the Michigan teams, when they've been exceptional, they've had defensive line play just like that.
That sack sets up a second down and very long. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. A quick juke. And they bring him down after a solid gain, but it's still well short of the first down marker.
Chris, if I'm not mistaken, this guy's already over 30 yards on the opening drive of this game. Another nice play right here. If this defense can't stop him, just keep feeding him the football.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Quarterback escapes the pocket. The scramble doesn't get there, and it's going to bring up 4th down.
I just love the fact he doesn't take a sack here. In fact, I'm sure he can imagine hearing his coach saying it's 3rd down, do not take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't quite get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yards.
And this one is right through. So we have our first points on the board. That makes it 3-0.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. So the Michigan Wolverines offense takes the field. Our first chance to see them today. We've got a great matchup of tight ends here today, Kirk, and it's fun to see this group of athletes emerging. Guys who are big enough to make an impact blocking and box out, but also fast enough to make plays in space.
Well, in my opinion, you're watching 2 NFL tight ends playing in college football with these two, and they happen to be going against each other today. Can't wait to see how these offenses utilize their ability today.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Tight end goes in motion. Looking downfield, it's Orgy. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker, inches away.
These undersized slot receivers can be some of the toughest guys to contain for a defense. They're quicker than they really are fast, and they're very elusive, tough to contain in these one-on-one matchups.
They're going to throw for it on 3rd and short. And he's looking to make a big play downfield. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here.
Well, that would have been a great pass on a beautiful sunny day, but in these elements, and that is a tough thing to do. Outstanding throw and catch.
And the Wolverines starting a new series here on 1st and 10. They'll test the right side here. And that's a solid gain before the defense is able to bring him down. A gain makes it 2nd and medium. And the quarterback keeps it here. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
Boy, the options dried up quickly for the quarterback here. Very, very fortunate he was somehow able to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So it's 3rd and short from the opponent's 28. Let's see what the play call is here. They're already in field goal range, but thinking about the end zone. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points, but they could have more. You got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
So on 4th down now, out comes the field goal unit. And that kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that. And that will tie the game here. Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. The turn begins inside the 10. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. And the Michigan State offense is back out on the field. They settled for a field goal last time. Let's see what they can come up with on this possession. Picks up a short gain, but his swarm of the defense flying to the football. Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Solid run. They'll bring it down to the 28-yard line.
When you can get good chunks of yardage like this on early downs, it just keeps you on schedule, leading to more manageable third down situations. Never underestimate the value of consistently getting 4 more yards a pop like that.
So from the 28-yard line, it's a third and manageable here. To the air, it's Childs. Running back grabs it on a screen. Breaks loose at the 40. And they're finally able to stop him. But great execution on the screen pass. Fooled the defense there.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Lets it fly to the wideout. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play.
Boy, that is tight man-to-man coverage, but great timing on the out route to the receiver.
Getting set. Here's second down. And they'll use the ground game here. Good enough for first down yardage.
Hey, it's not a lot, but you know what? It's enough for the first down. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
The Spartans pick up enough yardage to keep this drive rolling. And the tight end goes in motion before the snap. First down, looking to throw the ball. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
I think he predetermined where to go with his football. Really didn't give himself a chance to work through his progressions. Locked into his primary, tried to force it in there, and it doesn't work out.
Incompletion sets up a second down. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. Tackled after a 3-yard gain, so it sets up a 3rd and 7. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Back to pass. It's Childs. He lets it go on the move. Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up 4th down.
Boy, Chris, what a hit there on that 3rd down play by the defensive back. If he doesn't make that play, that's probably a first down, and they move the sticks. Instead, we've now got 4th down.
And the Spartans bring their punt team onto the field. And the punt goes out of bounds. The officials now will mark the spot. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. They settled for a field goal last time out. They're looking for the end zone here, no doubt. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. Second down after that run on the previous play. Looking for some space. It's Edwards. Powering through. They'll tackle him at the 27.
You know, a lot of people feel running backs with elite speed shy away from contact, but that wasn't the case there. Instead of running around the defender, this back elected to run right through him.
Offense looking to convert on 3rd and short from the 27. Can he get there on the ground? He goes nowhere on 3rd and short. I don't think he got it.
Wow, the defense prevented them from getting the first down. How about that? Nice job of holding their point there at the defensive line. They came close to getting the first, but the defense deserves credit. Now we've got 4th and inches.
The Wolverines will bring their punt team onto the field. And the returner will be brought down. And the Michigan State offense is back out on the field. The last drive, they came up empty, had to kick it away. Can they come up with something here? Here comes a first down pass attempt. And he finds a wide-open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. And a big gain moves the ball across midfield all the way to the 39.
Good job up front here by this offensive line to give this quarterback enough time to be able to make the right read and throw. And over the years, Chris, Michigan State, that signal caller always seems to be efficient and smart and accurate. We're seeing that again today.
And the Spartans come to the line looking to crank up the tempo. Takes the handoff, heads to the right.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They'll run it to the right side. Throws a stiff arm. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down. So after a competitive, fun first quarter, we are all even. Let's check out some of the stats from that first period. And after a promising start, we hope that both these teams will just continue with more of this action. The offense finally producing here. Sets up a 1st and 10. Here's a shot toward the end zone. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on. Now it's second down here. Play action fake, looking to throw. He's escaping, and now the ball comes out. A disastrous play from the start. It's a turnover.
I think that's on the quarterback and the offensive line. They were breathing down this quarterback's neck before he could even recognize that they were there, and they were able to knock it loose.
And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. They're coming off a quick 3 and out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. That was a nice juke, but not much room to run. He's brought down for a short gain. Second down after that run on the previous play. Off play action, he's looking to throw. He'll take a deep shot here. And he's got it for a huge gain, brought down at the 30.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Makes a quick catch. Offense getting set. Second down play here. The offense with some pre-snap eye candy. Dropping back. It's Orgy. And it's incomplete on the overthrow. Just too much on that ball.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Here's a screen pass to the running back. The gain is not enough for 1st down, so it brings up a 4th and short.
Now, there's just nothing here for the quarterback to do other than throw it to his back and hope that he could get the yards after the catch, enough for the first down. But the defense gives some yards, but not enough for him to get to the sticks.
Coach electing to go for a field goal attempt. No problem. Knocks it right through. So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. And the Michigan State offense is back out on the field. They moved the ball into plus territory last time, but it ended in a fumble. They can't do that again, trailing on the scoreboard. He stopped, but he gets a first down.
Well, this wide receiver has it all. We know about his leaping ability and his speed, but what I've seen today is the precise route running. Another example of it there, and the timing with this quarterback and this receiver is just a thing of beauty.
First down here for this offense. Takes the handoff. It's Carter. The junior able to bring him down quickly. Second down after that run on the previous play. Dropping back, it's Childs. Receiver makes the grab. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. The catch makes it a more manageable third down. Can he make it to the marker? They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
How about the timing here by the defense to shoot that gap? As an offensive lineman, you have to anticipate that, close that gap off. Otherwise, it could be a long day.
The Spartans will bring their punt team onto the field. They're going to kick it away for the second time. Fair catch is made, but there is a flag down, so let's sort this one out. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. So 1st and 10 for the offense after a costly 4th down penalty on the defense. Quick throw, that's an RPO caught on the left side. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch. Here's the second down play. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Looking to scramble. He's going to pull it down and run. Slides to avoid the big hit.
Defense does a great job of taking everything away downfield. This quarterback wanted to take a shot, but nothing is there. The only problem is they didn't account for him taking off and running, so he picks up the first down.
And the Spartans are looking to keep this drive going. Motion now from the tight end. He's going to hand this off. And they'll stop him after a short gain. Second down after that previous play. Tackle is made. It's a short gain, well short of the marker. So let's see what the play caller likes here on 3rd and short from the +27. Looking downfield, it's Childs. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. It's a quick tackle, but a solid gain moves the ball to the 15-yard line.
Well, this is outstanding by this offense. Third down conversion. The wideout sells that he's going to go downfield, turns and breaks back to the quarterback, sees the quarterback's eyes, and he puts the football right on his numbers. Very nice third down conversion on the curl.
He's got it right near the end zone. And he's in. Touchdown, Sparty. That's just nice execution. Quarterback and receiver Kirk perfectly in sync that time.
Yeah, you can see why route running is one of the most underrated attributes of a receiver. It's easy to get caught up on their ability to catch or their vertical or their speed, but nothing substitutes for someone who can create separation like this before the ball's even thrown.
And they get set now to try the PAT. Connects on the PAT, so it's 10-6. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Return starts from inside the 5. Tough running there. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. They settled for a field goal in the last possession. They're looking for the end zone, no doubt, here. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, the play is just blown up by the big fella in the middle, Kirk, showing some quickness for his size.
Yeah, we know about his power, but how about his ability to penetrate there? And that's the quickest way to blow up a run game is that interior penetration. If you're able to break through the middle of that offensive line, then you can create a lot of havoc in the middle.
Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. He's moving out of the pocket. He's going to take off here. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play. Bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
An important third down attempt for this offense. And now they'll run it on the draw. Defense stops him short of the marker, so now it's 4th down. The Wolverines will line up to punt it away. And he'll kick it away now for the 2nd time. He's got some daylight turning on the speed. He's brought down, but a good effort to make something of that return. And the Michigan State offense is back out on the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a 1st down.
Good job up front here by this offensive line to protect the Michigan State quarterback and give him time to make an accurate throw for the 1st down. And, boy, over the years, especially recently, they've had great quarterback play. Connor Cook, 3 years of starting, outstanding performances by his Michigan State offenses. Kirk Cousins, we saw what he could do when he was at East Lansing and the job he's now doing in the NFL. Even going back to Drew Stanton, who's more of a dual threat guy. Spartans have had really good quarterback play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Looking to pass. It's Childs. On the run, he'll let it go. Makes the catch downfield. They've got him, but that completion good enough for 1st down yardage.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything seems to be working. The coordinator is calling good plays. The quarterback and the rest of his receivers and running backs are executing. And frankly, this defense is showing almost no resistance.
Off the play fake, looking to throw on 1st down. No connection there. The pass is incomplete.
From the snap of the ball, it looked like he knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football. But the guy just had him blanketed, and he still tried to get the ball squeezed in there. He's got to do a better job of working through his progressions to find that open man.
Incompletion makes it second down. And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. That one falls incomplete, looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't do a very good job of it on this play.
Now it's third and short in the 24. One of those line of scrimmage battles that could help decide this game. Oh, and another incompletion.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on third down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big fourth down coming up.
Long enough and good. They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. And it's fielded. Returner trying to make something happen. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. First down here. Time for one more play before the clock stops for the 2-minute warning. On the shotgun, it's a handoff. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8. That's the 2-minute warning in this close first half. The offense trying to score and claim the lead before the break. Empty backfield. Offense spreading the field with 5 wide. Dropping back. It's Orgy. Catch hauled in here over the middle. Moves the ball out across the 30. That's good for a first down.
That's what makes this tight end so dangerous. You can flex him out into that slot position. He shows you his versatility. He can be an inline guy that can block, but here he shows you what he can do with his hands.
So it's a first down here. The clock is stopped temporarily, but they'll get to the line quickly. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. And it's caught off the deflection. Oh, and he's in the clear down the left side. Can they catch him? Touchdown, Michigan. Made the defense look slow that time.
Chris, how dangerous is this offense? Well, of course, you know about the receivers, those vertical shots, but here's an example. You give the ball to the running back out in space, takes it all the way to the end zone for a touchdown.
Now the all-important extra point. And it's good. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Michigan State offense is back out on the field. Remember, it was a field goal in the last possession. Let's see what they can come up with this time. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's on the run. Launches deep. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up with a first down.
What a huge play for this offense as this half is coming to a close. Here's where you've got to get a little greedy because what seemed like a drive where you're happy to maybe come up with 3 points, now you've got a real shot to maybe put the ball in the end zone.
To the air, it's Childs. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
Second down play coming up. After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide. Offense sets the formation. It's third down. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Caught over the middle. It's Marsh. And they pick up the first down to the 23, getting closer to the red zone. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play. And the Spartans with 1st and 10 here. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Grab down the middle. It's Foster. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
Chris, that's a great example of his arm strength. He just fired the ball in there much quicker than the defense could even react.
Catch made, looking for the goal line. They bring him down at the 7. The offense set up now with a 1st and goal.
One thing we know for sure, I don't know if as a play caller you can make that call without a quarterback who can throw it with a big arm. He put that on a rope.
They move the 6th. They'll hurry to the line here on first down now. And the quarterback dropping back. Has caught. Can he get in? Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there. Coming up, second down and goal. To throw, it's Childs. Looking to the end zone, and it's caught. Touchdown, Michigan State.
Great job here by the play caller going to that 5 wide receiver set. You put all these guys out in space and create one-on-one matchups. It's very tough on this defense to try to win all the matchups and give the quarterback credit for being able to find where he wanted to go to be able to come up with that touchdown.
Here's the point after attempt. PAT puts him in front by 7. So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get his top and preserve that momentum. And he takes this from inside the 5. They can't slow him down. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Look at this, an end around to start the drive. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Thanks so much, guys, and I need not tell you, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotion, and no surprise, we saw just that in the first half today. Toughest job inside that stadium right now might just be the scoreboard operator after all those first downs and touchdowns. Big plays have defined this one, thanks to 2 of the best receiving corps in all of college football. Let's see if these defenses can adjust and make the necessary chess moves. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
The Spartans will kick it off to begin the second half. Looks like the returner will try and field this one. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. They get the second half started with their running play. And the tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6. Same tailback, another carry. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. It's 3rd down for the offense. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Snags the quick throw. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
1st and 10 now for the offense. They'll try the right here. The gain is 3. Now it's 2nd down and 7. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. And he's brought down after a short gain. Does not make the first down yardage. Solid gain in the running play. 3rd down now. Back to pass. It's Orgy. Caught quickly. They tackle him at the 43, but that's enough for a first down. And the Wolverines will try to keep this drive moving. On first down, it's play action. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
These are the kind of plays that keep defensive coordinators up at night. You spend so much time putting your plan together to stop the pass, and then nobody accounts for the quarterback on a run.
The Wolverines will have 1st and 10 here. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. And they chase him down outside the pocket for a sack.
Boy, great job up front by this Spartan defensive line. And, Chris, that's one thing. Going all the way back to George Perlis and going to guys like Nick Saban when he was the head coach at Michigan State. Always been physical and played tenacious defensive football, led by that defensive line.
Second and long for this offense after the sack. And he'll set up to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Stewart. And they bring him down. That's a very solid gain, but still well short of the marker.
I thought the defense was in pretty good position there. They sat back and had good coverage, eyes on the quarterback, but you almost got to just give the quarterback and the receiver credit for being able to come up with that completion.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Back to throw. It's Orgy. He's moving out of the pocket now. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
Well, Chris, that's a great example of why we see these college football coaches bringing in baseball coaches to teach these quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy? Make sure he doesn't get hurt. That's exactly what he did on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and then pick up the first down.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time. Defensive fans getting frustrated. Offense continues to march. And the tailback's got it again. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Man, every defensive coordinator will tell you, I just want my guys to play fast. And how about that one right there? He almost ends up tackling the quarterback as he's handing the ball off. This offense is lucky they didn't end up fumbling.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Grab down the middle. It's Morgan. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Well, the quarterback has just too much time against this zone. There's not enough pressure. It's allowing him to sit back and pick apart this zone defense.
The Wolverines looking to cash in this red zone trip. In the red area, it's Edwards. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain. An important third down conversion coming here in the red zone. The offense with some pre-snap motion. In the third and short, they'll try to throw for it. He's got it near the end zone. Man heads out of bounds after a decent gain.
Oh, I love it. Keep the kicker on the sideline. This offense knows when you're in the red zone, you got to come away with 6. Great play to keep this drive moving.
So another third down conversion. Now they're set up at 1st and goal. Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines. Well, they slow the game down with a long, grinding drive to produce a touchdown. That was impressive.
What's impressive to me is the consistency. You know, it's one thing to hit a receiver and you can score a big touchdown, but to be able to go and sustain drives and keep the sticks moving, that puts a lot on the quarterback and the execution of the offense, and man, did they make that look easy.
And they'll set up with the PAT. The PAT is up and good, so we're tied up here in the third quarter. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. They'll return it from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. From the shotgun, handoff inside. Breaks the tackle to get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it.
That was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Important second down play coming up. Runner takes the toss and moves to his right. Runs through the defender. And he's shoved out of bounds by the defense short of the first down marker. They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. He's moving out of the pocket. The sophomore calls his own number and keeps this drive moving.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there, play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the first down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the first and keep this drive moving.
Single back, takes the handoff. Solid gain, moves the ball to the 36. Second down after that run on the previous play. Scanning the field, it's Childs. Down goes the quarterback. It's a sack.
Just outstanding combination of quickness and strength here by this Michigan defensive lineman. Makes me think of Aiden Hutchinson, who of course played here recently, going back to guys like Rashawn Gary, Lamar Woodley, Frank Clark. Great tradition of Michigan defensive linemen on full display right now.
Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order in this play. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Cannot connect, incomplete, and now 4th down.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, boy, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
And the Spartans will line up to punt it away. Looking to kick it away for the second time. Running it back, it's Morgan. Returner brought down. Sets up the next drive. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. Really excellent possession last time. The mix, the run, and the pass kept the defense off balance en route to a touchdown. Makes a nice move there. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Play action fake. Looking to throw. Caught behind the line. It's Edwards. And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense.
Well, the offensive line does everything they can to try to protect the quarterback, to give him enough time to find an open receiver, but there's nobody there downfield. He ends up throwing it to the back. But how about the speed of this defense? Now, you're looking at a 3rd down.
To throw, it's Orji. Throws to the tight end. And he's got his man open downfield. And we're finally able to bring him down. A big gain to wrap up the 3rd quarter. Heck of a ride through a very competitive first 3 quarters as we check out some of the stats here. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Off the play fake, looking to throw. It's a quick grab. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Well, this is why running the football is so important. You run the ball and then you go play action. It affects the eyes of the safeties and the linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice gain.
And the Wolverines pick up enough yards to move the sticks. They'll give it to the back. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. So here we go. 3rd down in the red zone. The kind of play that decides football games. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan. They jump in front here in the 4th. Tight end was wide open. How do they lose track of the big fella down there, Kirk?
I don't know. I wish I knew. The defense, to me, looks like they just were so locked in on defending the goal line, they forgot about the tight end. That'll probably be the easiest touchdown throw and catch we see of the game today.
And now here comes the point after attempt. PAT is up and good. They lead by a touchdown here in the fourth quarter. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And it's fielded. Returner trying to create a big play here. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. And the Michigan State offense is back out on the field. They were forced to punt last time. Can they get this offense going finally? Get some points out of this possession. The junior able to bring him down quickly. Second down play coming up for this offense. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35.
Whew, how about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
See what the call is on 1st and 10. That wasn't alert enough. Didn't get the play off. That'll cost him 5 yards. And the delay of game penalty will push the offense back 5. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? And the single back takes the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Tackle made after just a short gain. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. He's found some room at the 45. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle. The offense getting closer to a game-tying touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. It's Childs. Receiver makes the catch. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. Offense getting set. It's second down. And the wideout goes in motion. Using his legs. It's Carter. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. So the ball at midfield, and now the offense facing a 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Bringing pressure. And the senior making a disruptive impact play.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
And the Spartans will send their punt team onto the field. On the return, it's Morgan. And the coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. Play action here on first down. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football, and now it's second down.
You know, this is the one thing I love about this running back is his ability to get involved in the pass game. Runs a great route, just doesn't come down with a catch.
Getting set. Here's second down. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. That's a strong stiff arm. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there.
And that's going to be a first down. And really, Chris, kind of surprised here in the fourth quarter not to see this defense dial up some pressure. They're just sitting back in the base, making it relatively easy for the offense to pick up a first down on the ground.
How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? Back to throw. It's Orgy. Trying to extend the play. Slides to avoid the big hit.
Boy, the defense trying to get after this quarterback. I love the concept. I love the idea. Here, they don't give up the big play. They prevent him from getting out and picking up huge yards.
Now it's second down here. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. Nice grab. It's Morgan. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
I just continue to be in awe of this offense. Even with the lead, these guys are going to play for 60 minutes. They do not let up. Here they are. Typically, you want to run the football here to work the clock, but these guys stick to the game plan and keep throwing the football, trying to get more yards.
And here's the handoff. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
And I like the run play here, and offensively at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
Good job bleeding the clock on this drive so far. They'll come up on a second down. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no flag, brings up third down.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
After the incompletion, they'll come to the line for a 3rd and 4. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. That's caught. It's Morris.
Heck of a job here by the defense on this 3rd down to keep them short of the first down. Now it's 4th down, and an interesting decision for this offense with the lead. Do they punt the ball away, or do they go for it?
They need a yard here on 4th down to keep this drive alive. Scanning the field, it's Orgy. And the pass is incomplete. A crucial misfire here late in the game, and the ball will turn over on downs.
Chris, I like the call here going for it on 4th down, but the receiver has got to do a better job of knowing exactly where that first down marker is and run that route a yard or two beyond the sticks to be able to give yourself a chance to pick up the first down. Instead, the defense comes up with a stop and they get the ball back.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Handoff here from the shotgun. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Trying to create outside the pocket now. Jukes to get free. Breaks a tackle on the play and makes a decent gain. Hold on a second. The replay official has signaled that he wants to have another look at this play. So after taking a closer look, the officials are going to overturn that previous ruling on the field. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Already got the first down, but looking for more yardage.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of them.
This could be a dramatic finish, marching toward a tying touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Childs. Makes a quick grab. They make the tackle, but that's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 34.
Chris, how about the offensive balance these last couple plays we're seeing from these guys? Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air, man, puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
The Spartans lining up here on 1st and 10. Quarterback drops back. Short connection to the tight end here. Heads out of bounds as a short gain on the play. That completion makes it 2nd and medium. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Caught over the middle. It's Foster. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
You know, on a slant route, you'd like to see some big yards after the catch. But the defense has such tight coverage, there's just nowhere to go. That's a win for the defense, even though they gave up a completion.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Looking to throw it on 1st down. He's tackled, but down at the 9-yard line. Defense getting pushed around.
Well, I'll tell you what, this guy's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. And here we are, late in the game. He needs to continue to play with that consistency, and that's a great example that he's up to it.
Big opportunity for the offense to tie this game up in the 4th quarter. It's 1st and goal. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
I love to see this by this quarterback. And instead of giving up on the play and just throwing it away or trying to put one into coverage, he just takes off, reminds this defense what he can do with his legs, and almost took it to the house.
And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. And he's got it. Touchdown, Spartans.
What a touchdown here with under 2 minutes to go. And the big question now, Chris, is do you kick this extra point to tie it up, or do you go for 2 to potentially take the lead? Either way, your defense still is going to have to go out there and make some plays.
And the replay booth has signaled they want to stop and have another look at this one. And that review confirms the ruling on the field was correct, so the play will stand. And that PAT gives us a tie ball game here in the final quarter. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And here's the return from inside the 5. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. How do you play this now? Do you call a conservative play and just wait for overtime, or try to make something happen and win it in regulation? Caught way downfield for a huge gain. A big play moves the ball across midfield to the opponent's 43. Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. Looking to throw. It's Orji. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Man, give the defense a lot of credit. You're taking away the elite receiver. That primary target forces the quarterback to find a 2nd or 3rd option. He gets positive yards, but anytime you can take away the big play late in the game, it's going to help you be able to secure victory.
Keeping it on the ground here. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down. Timeout called by the defense. They'll go to the sideline and try to adjust. It's their 1st timeout.
Well, I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run, but look at this. put themselves in a perfect third down situations, much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
They make the stop just short of the marker. It's going to be 4th down and inches to go. And now the defense will call a timeout before this critical down just to get everybody on the same page. So on 4th down, out trots the place kicker in a very big spot here. Field goal try, no good. He missed it. There's a penalty marker down. He might get a second shot at this. A costly special teams penalty, and here comes the offense back on the field. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And they tackle him, but a solid gain down to around the 5-yard line.
Chris, the thing that I love about this play is the running back showing great patience and then the vision to find that hole and then accelerate through it for a nice gain.
So now on comes the field goal unit. What a moment here. The snow is falling. This is a difficult kick for the win. And the field goal is good. And they jump back in front. After the late field goal, they'll kick it away. The offense a chance to tie it up if they can get into field goal position quickly. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. And the returner is brought down as the clock expires. That will wrap up this football game.